I have given you 4-5 questions to solve for you, right?
Yes, sir, done, sir. Each of questions were exact.
You enjoyed it?
Yes.
So, you know how to handle exact difference equations. Just what to do? Aryan? Aryan is there. Aryan called me. Section A. This is section A. B. A. I think A.
Yes. Yes.
Which one? Hello. तुम ही लेट हो गए हाँ मैं अभी एक मिनट ओके मैं अभी करा so just wait means hold on. Just wait minutes. Just wait minutes. Done. Aryan is there. So exact difference equation. You know how to solve exact differential equation, how to recognize exact differential equation, is this differential equation is exact or not. Once it is exact, you know how to solve exact differential equation. And I have defined integrating factor. I have defined integrating factor. किसी का mic on है. This term. So Today I will define variable separable. So an equation of the form an equation of the form fx gy dx plus fx gy dy equals to 0. It's called an equation. This is called an equation with variables available, or this is called an equation with variables. So, what is the meaning of variable separable? You can separate variables. How to separate variables? For example, in this equation, let's say this equation is equation number 4, and if you divide this equation by gy fx, then x variable will be in this side and y variable will be the other side. Okay. So, for example, you have this equation. So this x minus 4 y to the power 4 dx minus x cube y minus 3 dy equals to 0. Dy equals to 0. So this is variable separable form. This is variable separable. Variable separable. Okay. You can separate variables in this equation. So now my question to you is: this equation exact? Is this equation exact?
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
very good.
No, sir.
So this is not exact equation. This is variable separable form and not exact ODE. This is not exact ordinary differential. So how to make it exact? So we can make non-exact equation or we can convert non-exact equation into exact equation by multiplying integrating factor. Now what is integrating factor here? So
Mu.
in general, the variable separable equation is not exact. The variable separable equation 4 basically, this one, general I'm talking about. 4 is not exact. But if we multiply by integrating factor such that variables will separate, okay? So it was uh, so basically it produces an obvious integrating factor, an obvious integrating factor
So what you wrote after it passes, no?
Sorry,
So what you wrote after it passes or
it possesses, not passes. Sorry. P or so I think this statement is wrong. Possesses. Or if you don't like this word, then you can say it have. It has. It has an obvious indicating factor fx gy. Okay. So what is the meaning of 1 upon fx gx? If you multiply by this factor, if you multiply this equation 4 by this factor, then what will you get? You will get fx upon fx dx plus gy upon gy dy equals to 0. So you see this equation is exact. Why this is exact? If you see this mxy is fx upon fx and this nxy is gy on gy. So this del m upon del y is 0. Why? Because mxy is function of x. It is just function of x. So del m upon, if you differentiate it with respect to y, because everywhere we have just x. So del m upon del y would become 0. Similarly, del n upon del x is 0. Hello. Okay. Okay.
सर अनुज पूछ रहा है रसोड़े में कौन था?
So let me you just give me 1 minute. Okay. We'll try again. Okay. Just, आर्यन तुमने सबको इन्फॉर्म नहीं किया था क्या?
सर सबको इन्फॉर्म कर दिया था, ग्रुप पे डाल दिया था मैंने मैसेज।
उनको मेरे पास फोन आ रहा है कि हम ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। Okay. So del n upon del y equals to 0. So that means they are equal. So this equation, let me call it equation 5. This implies equation 5 is exact. Equation 5 is okay. So let's take this example. This just x minus 4 y to the power 4 dx. अभी जो एग्जांपल लिखा था उसी को x cube y square minus 3 dy equals to 0. So this is not exact. We have seen this is not exact. But if I separate variables, means if I divide by y to the power 4 and x cube, so this equation will become x minus 4 upon x cube dx minus y square minus 3 y to the power 4 dy equals to 0. Now if you see mxy is this and nxy is this, del m upon del y will become 0 because we don't have any function of y, and del n upon del x will become 0, so they are equal. That means this equation is exact. this equation is exact. So if this equation is exact, and so there exists a function, the same thing means you can do this. There exists a function fxy such that, but no need to do that much exercise for this. You just integrate it. So this means we have d of f equals to, means there exists a function so that d of f equals to this one. So you just integrate it. Just integrate it. So what will you get? X upon x cube means 1 upon x square. So the integration of 1 upon x square would become minus 1 upon x, I think. And similarly, this is plus 4 upon 2, or 4 upon 2, we can say just 2 x square minus y square upon this, so minus plus 1 upon y, and minus 3 will cancel out, basically 3 y equals to constant. So this is the difference. Okay, this is the solution. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So basically what I am trying to, can I erase it? This portion?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, yes.
How integral 0 becomes constant?
Because differentiation of constant is 0. Have you not learned
Okay.
it? Integration of 0 is constant.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All these things will be written faster. So can I erase it? इसको erase कर दें?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So this basically now if we say this is mxy is fxf and mxy is gy, so this equation mxy dx plus mxy dy equals to 0. Since this mxy is just function of x, so we can say this is just mx and this is just ny, because they are function of just x and y. Or we can write mx because y is 0, so mx dx plus ny dy. There is no harm in writing this. So the solution of this equation is mx just integrate plus ny dy equals to integration of 0 is constant c. Okay. So where c is r, where c is an arbitrarily constant. Okay. So let's try this. So IVP. IVP means initial value problem. Okay. X sin y dx plus x square plus 1 cos y dy equals to 0. In the initial condition, initial condition y1 equals to y1. So can you please do it? Please try this. So
सर सर आंसर आ गया ln अंडर रूट एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 1 डिवाइडेड बाई साइन वाई इक्वल्स टू ln रूट 2.
ln अंडर रूट में आ रहा है क्या एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस मुझे लग नहीं रहा। हाँ हो भी सकता है। Just do this x upon x square plus 1 dx plus cos y upon sin y dy equals to constant. ये सोल्व करना है आपको, ठीक है। ये तो इंटीग्रेशन है ना। Can you solve it? इसको कर सकते हो ना, इस इंटीग्रेशन को सॉल्व। क्लास 12 का इंटीग्रेशन है।
Yes sir.
x square
Multiply
plus
and
1
divide by 2.
हाँ, तो आपको यहाँ पे बस इंटीग्रेशन से सॉल्व करना है। So next definition. So the first order differential equation. First order differential equation. First order differential equation. Mxy dx plus nxy dy.
सर डिस्टरबेंस आ रही है माइक से आपके बहुत ज्यादा।
यस सर।
अभी नहीं आ रही है ना? अभी ठीक है?
सर फोन का डिस्टेंस माइक से थोड़ा दूर कर दीजिए, तब इस वजह से होता है।
अभी ठीक है?
अब ठीक है सर।
So the first order differential equation mxy dx plus nxy dy equals to 0 is said to be homogeneous if when written in the derivative form, when written in the derivative form, when written in the derivative form, which one is the derivative form? This dy by dx equals to fxy. If you recall, in first class I told you two forms. So we have differential equation in two forms. One is mxy dx and xy dy equals to 0, and another form is dy by dx equals to fxy. So this is said to be derivative form. If you recall first class. So if you write this, and you can always convert this into this and this into this. So if you write this, and there exists a function and there exists a function g such that fxy can be expressed in the form fxy can be expressed in the form g y upon x. Okay. So the first order differential equation, this is first order differential equation. It is said to be homogeneous differential equation if you write this differential equation into this form, derivative form, and if you convert fxy into this form, gy upon x. Okay, then it is said to be homogeneous. For example, if you have some differential equation like this, x square minus 3y square dx plus y xy dy. So first write it into different derivative form. So dy upon dx would be 3y square minus x square divided by 2x. This is derivative form. So now this function, this fxy, this function fxy 3y square minus x square on 2xy. Okay, so if you write it like this 3y on 2x minus x upon 2y. So basically this is 3 by 2 y upon x minus 1 by 2 and 1 upon y upon x. Okay,
y upon x का another variable ले लेंगे.
1 upon y upon x. So you can see this is function of y upon x. You can write it into function of y upon x. Means if I say this is g of y upon x, then what is this function? And if you replace this y upon x by v, then g of v is 3 by 2 v minus 1 upon 2 1 upon v. Okay. Okay, so this equation, so this is said to be homogeneous. This is said to be homogeneous difference. Homogeneous difference equation. ठीक है?
सर 2 मिनट रुक जाइए सर, अभी स्लाइड आगे मत कीजिएगा.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक ठीक ठीक, सही टाइम पे आप लोग.
ओके सर, आगे चलिए. हो गया सर नोट.
So let's take one more. So the equation so this y plus square root x square plus y square dx minus x dy equals to. So this equation is homogeneous or not? So first convert it into derivative form. So what is the derivative form? Dy upon dx is y plus square root x square plus y square divided by x. This is derivative. So my function, this function is fxy basically. We did not get by fxy. So this function is fxy. So y plus square root x square plus y square upon x. So if you see, this is y upon x and
Yes sir, आ गई homogeneous.
plus, so basically if I take it inside, it's I write x square plus y square on x square. Means if I take this x inside, then it will be x square. Okay. So one thing, if it is okay. So there may be a problem if it is negative and positive. Okay, for time being, means don't care about this. So this is basically y upon x plus 1 plus y square upon x square. So basically, square root of x square is not just x, it is mod x. So we have done a little mistake here while I'm writing x is, I'm taking x is inside this. So the right thing is if you take minus sign, then good. So accordingly means we will take it out. If x is positive, then we will take only positive sign. If x is negative, then we will take minus sign, and this minus will become this one. So it's equal to this one. Okay. So anyways, this is g of y upon x. Okay. So that means this equation is homogeneous. Any doubt? आगे चले?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have a theorem then. Now the question is how to solve homogeneous equation. So if mxy dx plus nxy dy equals to 0, if this is a homogeneous equation, then the change of variable and the change of variable and the change of variables y equals to vx transforms transforms. So let me call this equation 6. Transform 6 into a separable equation into a variable separable equation. Variable separable equation. Variable separable equation. In the variables, v and x. Okay. So if you want, I can write book, but so basically means this m xy dx plus nxy dy. So this is homogeneous equation. If it is homogeneous equation, then we can write this equation into this form dy by dx equals to g of y upon x. Okay, we can write it to this equation if it is homogeneous. So if you put y equals to vx, if you make this change, then the change of variable y equal to vx. So what will happen with this change? If you make this change of variable y equal to vx, then dy by dx equals to v plus x dv upon dx. So now replace this dy by dx by this. Okay, so your equation will convert into v plus x dv by dx equals to g of v. And this implies x dv by dx gv minus v, and this implies dv upon gv minus v equals to dx upon x. And then it is variable separable type. So dx upon x plus dv upon v minus gv equals to 0. So if you see, this is variable separable type. So you have separated variable. Okay. So it can be solved by using this one. And dv upon v minus gv equals to constant. So this is basically you can call it proof of this case. Okay. So this is variables. So basically, what is the point? If we have a homogeneous equation, so we can convert it into variable separable, and we know how to solve variable separable. So we can convert it into variable separable using this substitution: y equals to dx. Okay. Can I move on to the next slide?
सर 2 मिनट रुक जाइए सर.
तो ये जो थ्योरम आपने अभी अभी एक्सप्लेन किया है, तो ये इट्स जस्ट एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ व्हाट वी हैव जस्ट डन प्रीवियसली, मतलब जो अभी हमने जस्ट अभी किया था.
कौन सा वाला?
जस्ट अभी हमने जब लास्ट क्वेश्चन किए थे, ये थ्योरम इसका एक्सटेंशन ही तो है, मतलब इसका एक्सटेंशन.
आपकी वॉइस थोड़ी क्लियर नहीं आ रही है. व्हाट इज योर नेम?
मैं अब आ रही है सर?
हाँ, व्हाट इज योर नेम?
हाँ सर, मैं कह रहा था कि हमने अभी लास्ट, तो वो एक्सटेंशन ही तो है केवल.
आई एम सॉरी, योर वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर.
तो ये बोल रहा है कि जो लास्ट थ्योरम जो करा था उसका एक्सटेंशन ही तो है ये.
हाँ, बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल.
एंड सर उसका नाम आयुष गौर सर.
आयुष. Okay, you understood it?
सर लीव कर सकते हैं क्या?
हाँ.
लीव कर सकते हैं सर अभी?
आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है. हेलो.
सर मैं पूछ रहा हूँ लीव कर सकते हैं क्या?
क्या कर सकते हैं?
सर वो
अरे पूछ रहा है क्लास छोड़ के जा सकते हैं.
लीव कर सकते हैं, लीव.
सॉरी. दोबारा से कोई क्लियरली बोलेगा, किसी भी अभी जिसने बोला था
सर वो पूछ रहा था कि वो लीव कर सकता है क्या क्लास?
यस. कर सकते हैं. तो आपका जब मन करे तो करो. ज्वाइन बस टाइम से कर लिया. So let's take one example. Solve the equation. Solve the equation. X square minus dy square dx plus 2xy dy equals to 0. So dy by dx would be minus x upon 2y plus 3y upon 2x. So if you substitute y equals to vx, okay, letting y equals to vx, this will convert dy by dx into v plus x dv by dx. So this can be replaced this v plus x dv by dx, and since y equals to vx, so this x upon y, so y it would be minus 1 upon so you see this x upon y, that means
1 upon 2u.
so 1 upon v plus 3 by 2 v. Okay, so this implies x dv by dx
सर वहाँ पे ये
equals,
-2 भी तो होगा, -1 upon 2.
yes sir, 1 upon 2 v plus 3 by 2 v and minus v, so it will become 1 upon 2 v. Okay, so now it is x dv equals to 1 up 1 upon 2 v minus 1 upon v dx. So basically it is 1 upon 2 v minus 1 upon v dx minus x dv. So it convert it into variable. So this is, it looks like variable separable. We can convert it into variable separable. So how to convert it into variable separable? So this will become dx upon x and minus. So let me take 1 upon 2
2v square upon में v square minus 1, 2v square upon
minus so this is v upon v square minus 1 dv equals to 0. Now integrate and solve it. Okay, आगे तो आप solve कर सकते हैं. Can I move into the next slide?
Yes sir.
So please try this example.
तो ये वाला एग्जांपल जो आप दे रहे हैं होमवर्क में या कभी करते हैं?
Solve the initial value problem y plus square root x square plus y square dx minus x dy equals to 0. Y equals to 0. So please try. I'm running out of time, so this is for your homework. Okay?
Okay.
Note down it.
सर एक बार पिछले वाली स्लाइड दिखा दीजिए,
क्या?
पिछले वाली स्लाइड दिखा दीजिए एक बार.
ये नोट कर लिया?
हाँ सर.
इसको बंद कर दें. पिछले वाली स्लाइड 7 था ये. डन
यस सर
सर
हो गया
सर सर ये अभी जो आपने एग्जांपल दिया है करने के लिए, इसमें जब अंडर रूट से हम एक्स स्क्वायर को कॉमन लेंगे बाहर, तो वो मॉड एक्स निकलेगा बाहर। हेलो
हाँ अभी जो एग्जांपल लिए हैं, हाँ क्या हुआ उसमें?
सर, जब हम वो वाई बाई एक्स बनाएंगे तो फिर अंडर रूट से हम एक्स स्क्वायर कॉमन लेंगे, तो अंडर रूट से बाहर हमारा मॉड एक्स निकलेगा।
प्लस माइनस।
हाँ सर, प्लस माइनस एक्स। तो हमें प्लस के लिए
अभी
अलग
तो
से
ये
सॉल्व
किया था
करना है,
हमने,
माइनस।
अभी तो किया था, इसलिए ट्राई किया मैंने, कन्वर्ट भी किया था उसको।
तो सर एक्स को एक बार पॉजिटिव मान के एक बार पूरा सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, फिर एक्स को नेगेटिव मान के पूरा एक बार सॉल्व करना
हाँ हाँ
पड़ेगा।
बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल। एक बार एक्स को पॉजिटिव ले लीजिए आप, तब सॉल्व कीजिए, एक बार एक्स को वैल्यू लीजिए, इसी वजह से
Okay, sir.
ठीक है।
Yes.
So I think let me give you some because we have Saturday Sunday, so
Sir, you can send us on Google Classroom. No? It would be better. Okay, sir.
exercise. Solve each of the differential equations. Solve each of the differential equations. 4xy dx plus x square plus 1 dy equals to 0. xy plus 2x plus y plus 2 dx x square plus 2x dy equals to 0. Two r s square plus 1 dr plus r to the power 4 plus 1 ds equals to 0. Fourth example is tan theta dr plus 2r d theta equals to 0. Yes or no? Fifth is 2xy plus 3y square dx minus 2xy plus x square dy equals to 0. So this is what I have. नोट करिए।
Okay.
If you have any comment, please write in comments.